Hey, peace and blessings. I wanted to speak real briefly about the things we prescribe to. Things that ideas like depression, ideas like any type of disorder or disability, right? And I'm speaking in regards to psychological things that we use to describe why we do what we do, even though what we do might not be productive, right? First of all, when dealing with our past pains and challenges in life, how to overcome all of those type of issues and just basically challenges and things that we had to deal with as a child and growing up as an adult or whatever. Some women could have been in abusive relationships, physically abusive, mentally, emotionally abusive. Some men can be in that kind of stuff. Some men have suffered physical or sexual abuse as a child, and likewise with women. So those things would definitely have counterproductive, not totally counterproductive, but definitely have some type of counterproductive ramifications throughout our life in some form or fashion until we're able to uproot the seed that was planted in our psyche by that particular experience. One thing I truly believe is that, first of all, in dealing with anything that is counterproductive or any type of habit, any type of vices, first of all, we have to change our vocabulary associated to whatever that issue may be. Like when people say, man, I'm having a bad day. I've learned that there's no such thing as a bad day, but you may have a very challenging day. And see, bad day and challenging day resonates differently in your psyche. You understand? They produce a different type of thinking. And in that thinking, you create a different type of emotion that comes from that. And it's very important that we be more mindful of what we say, because the energy that the word itself produces in our minds, which in itself produces other actions and results. We begin to say certain things. We begin to act out certain ways. And once those things become repetitious or habitual, it then become a part of our character, or it shapes our character in a way to where we become something that we despise in other people. We become something that we don't want to be. We become something that we thought we would never be. So first I said we have to change our vocabulary. We have to truly watch out what we say and what we claim. Even to say I'm a shy individual. When did that happen? When did you start claiming that? Because other people started saying you shy. So we have to understand that a lot of these words and characteristics or ideas that are associated to these words are things that wasn't created by us. They are things that are created by another mindset that might not necessarily be meant for your betterment. See, words are the most powerful thing a person can get you to embrace and adapt to. Because once I get you to utilize certain words in your daily conversations or way of thinking or way of identifying things, I've conquered a great part of your thinking and the way you act. I can control you simply by your vocabulary. All I got to do is listen to you, and I can tell where you are and where you stand. But they say 70% of our communication comes from what we do, from just a person walking and moving around. Man, it's so much is to be said about a person that is said more subtly than it is verbally or more outwardly or frankly, I say. I know this is not going to be enough time to really go deep into this particular subject, but the subject is how to get over these ideas that stagnate us, these ideas that paralyze us, these ideas that makes us powerless. Stuff like, I'm slow. Stuff like, I have a learning disorder. Stuff, I don't care anything that say, any word, or idea, or concept that tells you that you can't do something as a result of the condition. It's something you really need to truly analyze, because as long as you claim it and believe it, then the word has done what it was designed to do. You got to understand, man. I remember somebody said about the wealthy and the most powerful. See, it's not designed for them to give a damn about race. The powerful don't give a damn about what color you are. The power only care about power. And see, that's a whole nother realm of thinking. So it don't matter who the words are prescribed to or who uses them. The way the powerful stay in control is by keeping those controlled separated, and bickering and fighting and killing each other and killing their own selves. You know, even in the ideals of religions and so on, I try not to use certain religious terminologies when I speak about certain things, because some people totally shut off when you do that. But if I just speak the principles to them, they understand and they accept it, because in their mind they have already blocked certain things. Some people won't listen to white people, period. Won't accept truth, or won't take any type of empowerment or better yet, any type of, I'll just say, truth from white people or Mexican people or whoever, just because they have a personal hate against the people. But one thing about truth is that nobody owns it. Nobody owns it. Truth is everywhere. Truth is in any book. Truth come out of everybody's mouth. It don't even matter how even crazy or sane or not, because even that is a perspective. And I know it may seem like I've deviated from the point. The point is, we have to be careful and conscious of the words that we use. The claims that we make against ourselves, even when the claim seems to be of no harm. Because it's a habit that you create. Even from things that are no harm, it's a habit you create by claiming everything. This is me. This is what I'm about. It's a habit that you create when you begin to just regurgitate over your pains and your suffering. You want to talk about that to any and everybody. Forget that everybody going through something. Talk about how you're going to deal with it. Talk about, yeah, this is going on, but this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to deal. This is how I'm going to conquer it. This is what I'm doing right now to remove it from my path. Because just to talk about or regurgitate over certain unfortunate situations or certain situations that we may deem or perceive to be as unfortunate only creates a certain type of energy that won't allow you, man, to rise above it in the way that you want to and should. Be careful and mindful and conscious of the words you use. Gotta use words that's empowering to you. Words that give you freedom. Words that build you. Words that say can't nothing stop you or control you. I'm a God, man. And yeah, that word was created by probably the Europeans. But it ain't the word that I'm really particularly talking about. I'm talking about the concept behind the word. That's what I'm referencing. I'm a God. And I don't just say that freely and ignorantly. I would debate with you about it. I'm saying logically, not opinionatively. Rise above claims that make you powerless. Rise above complaining and regurgitating over perceived misfortunes. Rise above being victimized or being a victim to anything that unfortunately happened to you in your life as a child, as an adult, or anything. Make yourself understand how you must change that, how you either had some control over it, how you could have stopped it, or how you still, no matter what happened, no matter what the circumstances were, you finna change that and make it something that made you even more greater and powerful today. Don't let certain experiences and things in your life keep you from being happy, keep you from being free, keep you from being powerful. Because everybody is going through something. Can't no one grade the next person's experience and say it's nothing, because it's something for that person. All we can do is be grateful that we're not experienced or being tried or tested like that person is being tried and tested. And be grateful. Smile. Don't wear your issues. Don't wear your struggles. Smile. Be grateful, but don't fake in front. You got to really believe and know why you smiling. You got to truly be grateful for some things. Because if you fake it in front, that's what's going to rise. That's what's going to come out. That's what's going to manifest in your words and your actions. Again, man, stop becoming a victim to things that make you weak, that makes you a victim. I'm talking about things like certain thoughts and psychologists and claims and words and conditions, man. A lot of time we suffer how we suffer because we're not willing to sacrifice or make the necessary sacrifice that would take us out of that suffering. Gerald Hassan, the Children's Enlightening Minds Enterprise, Wolfpack representative. Hassan Fresh.